Hello, this is Josh and Hugh, and we are going to be commentating over the playground scene from Birds.
So we're going to be picking it apart second by second.
Doing shot-by-shot analysis, what this is about, looking at some camera angles, looking at some key themes, key symbolism in it.
Apparently this scene is rather infamous for building a dramatic tension. Starts out, main character, she comes up to the school, she's coming to pick up Kathy, younger sister, Mitch, because she's worried that the birds might attack.
It's already previously established in this film that the birds are gone killer, like they've gone kind of psycho. You can see her immediately going towards the left. Traditional theater says that moving towards the left symbolizes some sort of evil coming or some sort of bad thing. And it shows an establishing shot of the old school. You can see like it being worn out. It doesn't really look like there's too many rooms in the thing. We can see like a bunch of space between the next building, which seems to be a church, which is kind of representative of the small town.
And then she enters the school quietly. She doesn't want to arouse a lot of suspicion. She's just here to pick up Kathy, goes in the classroom. The children appear to be singing a song with their teacher.
They look behind them staggertively, but then they do it at the same time. For some reason, they're not singing.
Yeah, so it doesn't appear that the children's lips are moving. That's a strange oversight. The teacher sort of quietly directs her outside, let the children finish their song, and she does. She goes outside. And then, as she's waiting outside, she decides to go wander by the park.
She sees a bench by the playground.
Yeah, and you can see a shot of the large play structure in the background as she's walking over. And then you see it again.
Maybe a little foreshadowing.
Yeah. She reaches into her purse to grab a cigarette, and a crow lands on the structure. And then we cut to her sitting there, lighting up her cigarette. You clearly can't see the structure.
Maybe it's because she doesn't actually realize behind her at all the crows piling up.
She doesn't notice what's happening. We go back, and there's 4 crows now. And then we cut back to her, and she's completely unaware. She's sitting there, smoking, but she's just patiently waiting, doesn't really pay them any mind, doesn't notice them, maybe growing a little impatient, waiting for the children to finish their song. And part of why the scene is so effective in building dramatic tension is because we are given a chance to see something that she isn't. She doesn't notice them piling up behind her, slowly building their numbers.
So the fact that all these birds are piling up and the play structure behind gives some tension because we know what might happen later on in the scene. The birds are evil.
Another thing that makes the scene a lot more tense is the only thing to supplement the film as far as audio goes is the children singing in the background. It's a very repetitive sort of droning song.
And some symbolism here is children singing in the background, which represents innocence. Well, there's like a crow representing some sort of death, some sort of not innocence, evil stacking up behind her. And you can tell that there's something really bad going to happen.
And she is completely and utterly unaware of this fact for quite some time. She's sitting there, growing more and more impatient, puffing away at her cigarette. It's close, so you can see her, you can clearly see her face as she grows a little more irritated. And
actually, you can realize in the scene that it goes from farther away, like when she's sitting on the bench, and then later on in the scene, it goes closer to her face.
And then eventually she notices that there is a crow flying overhead, and as she turns and watches it fly down, she sees exactly how many of them have landed on the play structure.
There's many.
There's an actual murder of crows, the official term, and she immediately grows distraught and quickly and quietly as she can rushes into the school as not to disturb.
You can see her like slowly moving away from the thing, but she gradually gets faster as soon as she gets to the school. She looks kind of nervous.
And then she enters the school, and that's the end of the infamous park scene.